Grace and peace to you from Christ the Good Shepherd Lutheran Church. I'm Pastor Christopher Rood, and I'm coming to you today from the CGS kitchen, where just moments ago in worship, we shared memories of why this space has meant so much to us, and wrote prayers and blessings for hopes of what this space might be as we embark on a project to remodel this space. And then, our youngest and our oldest members got an early start on the destruction that is going to be needed as we start this remodel. We're really excited to get started. And so I wanted to talk to you today about this project and what it means for this community. 75 years ago, Lutherans in this area built this church. And in the last 75 years, there's been a lot of changes and additions to this building. But this space that I'm in now basically hasn't been changed since it was built and is really showing its age. We can't plug in a second coffee maker without blowing a fuse. If we run the sink for a few minutes too long, the pipes block up and it takes a whole day for them to drain. And you can probably hear the buzz of the old freezer that can make it hard to even have a conversation in this kitchen. So it's time. But this project isn't just about wires and about pipes. It's about the mission and the ministry of this church. You know, when I look around this kitchen, I don't see cabinets and countertops. I see people. I see the faces of the many people who use this space. I see the faces of our congregation gathering together in meals of fellowship. I see the faces of the thousands of housing and food insecure people who have been served meals out of this kitchen. I see the faces of the people who every day use this space to help support them on their journeys to sobriety. The church is not the building. It never has been, and it never will be. The church is the people of this community, growing always ever closer to God and to one another. But though the church is not the building can help or hinder our ministries. And that can be the case in terms of the functioning of the building, the wires and the pipes, but also in the very form of the building. So let me give you one example. When this building was built, this congregation was still years away from a full celebration and affirmation of the LGBT community. But now, after nearly 40 years of affirming people of all sexualities and gender identities, our building still doesn't reflect that affirmation. So as a part of that project, we are going to be converting our restrooms to be all gender restrooms so that every person who walks into this building, every person can have safe and comfortable access to all parts of this building, regardless of their gender identity. This change, among lots of other ones, will help us to align our dated building with our modern ministries. 75 years ago, our forebears built this church to be a place of hope and of love for this community. This now is our once-in-a-generation opportunity to reaffirm that commitment to hope and the love of Christ here in this community, not just for ourselves in this moment, but for generations to come. So I want to invite you to join this campaign through a donation to help make this project a reality. Some of our spaces need to be renewed, that is sure. But it's our refreshed spirits that truly excite me and give me hope for the future of Lutheran ministry here at Christ the Good Shepherd Lutheran Church and across the South Bay. Join us.